that we're asking. So, okay, so a little over 5 years in the dating game. Now, my first question is, what would be a successful first date?
So for me, obviously, and this is dating with intention. I'm assuming what you're talking about. This is something you like actually dating. I want to, you know, see something go on besides us just making it to the bedroom. A
Okay.
successful date to me would be, because a date to me is an interview, especially the older you get, obviously, the more it's just
Hmm.
like, I don't want to waste any time. Is basically us enjoying each other's company. I like to, I mean, dinner's always good, but it doesn't necessarily have to be dinner for me personally. But I like to I'm a conversationalist, if you will.
Hmm.
So I can't, that vibe, that whole vibe thing. If you can't carry on a conversation, and women normally complain about this, it's the women that complain about this, not the men more so. But if you
Okay.
can't carry on a conversation and you're just like, uh, all over the place, or basically just there's not the vibe there, as one word answers, I'm engaging you but you're not
Okay.
engaging
Okay.
me. um and even though I'm supposed to ask you the majority of the questions as a man, you're not supposed to be talking. You're supposed to let the woman talk, and you're supposed to let her shine at that time, and you're interviewing her.
Okay.
And basically 70% the woman is supposed to be talking, you know what I'm saying? So you're just sitting back and just relaxing and basically just having a good, if you can't, if it's all fake and it's putting on, because it's you meeting a representative obviously on the first date. But if you're just, if the energy's off, I mean, it's a no-go. But if everything's cool, we're able to communicate. It's never like a dull moment in the conversation. We're able to go back and forth and talk about a lot of the same topics, and you're as cultured. It's not really a matter of culture, but you can talk about some of the same things that I can talk about, and you can
Gotcha.
teach me some stuff
Hmm.
as well,
Hmm.
because it's kind of one-sided a lot of times when you're teaching somebody, or it's like this person is not really, you know, on, or maybe they're not used to this type of stuff. But it's just, for me, it's just knowing that this person is not, you can't get the vibe that they're not playing around, they're not joking around. This isn't just a one of the, what do they call it, the foodie date or something like that. Um,
When you
but
just go out to just
yeah,
get dinner, you're just
yeah, because I'm providing.
wasting
Yeah,
time.
my thing is I'm providing that vibe when I go out with a woman. I'm trying to provide that vibe. This is my life. This is how I get down. I don't care how you feel about it, or if you feel some type of way about it, but this is my goal, is to treat you like as if you were my girlfriend that night.
Mm.
Regard, and that's what I tell men. You don't act like she's your girlfriend outside of that, but the night that you do take her out, you're gonna treat her like she's your girlfriend
Yeah.
that night. But other than that, I mean, you just have to take the pressure off. But that's my ideal date, I guess, if you will, is just excellent communication. She had a good time, I had a good time. If it leads back to the house, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. But I know it's very simple. I know I didn't really
So
probably didn't
where
answer
do
the question.
you so JR, where do you usually would find your, I don't want to say perfect date, but that the one that you're saying, okay, she is she is the one that I'm going to waste my time to, put in the time to take her out on a date. Where do you usually find these particular ones?
Well, you really don't know. You can meet a woman anywhere, and I would say, basically, in my opinion, I mean, it's kind of like a given. A date, in my opinion, a date is that first interview. So I'm pretty much going to take any woman on a date. That's just
Mm.
me.
Okay.
And as far as finding her, or what do they call it? Some the players call it sourcing.
Okay.
It's finding.
See, I'm not familiar with these terms.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute, sourcing and vetting some of the same?
No, sourcing is just like, that's just, you shouldn't call it sourcing when it comes to people. I was just joking when I said that.
Okay.
Sourcing is just like when any product that you get for a business, you source it from somewhere.
Okay. I
You know
got you.
what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like nowadays everything's online. Like I tell people, and I think it's a lot of times it's the location where you're at. I'm not in the best city to where I'm at now to meet women. A lot of these other places, the metropolitan cities, like especially for Black people, Charlotte, Atlanta.
Hmm.
Um, you
Are
know,
you in the South?
I'm in the South. Yeah, I'm in Charleston.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
live in
Gosh,
Charleston.
I'm in
So,
the South. So
oh,
listen, let me make this mental note. Because you said whenever you meet a woman that you see or show some interest in, it's somewhat like an interview. So, ladies, that means you need to be smiling, looking your best whenever you walk out the door. If you're
Yeah.
trying to meet a man, because you never know when you're going to have an interview. That's
Yeah.
what you're saying. So the what you call those things that they put those bonnets
yeah.
and pajama bottoms don't work because you might be the best girl. You know, you will miss a good woman if she's looking like that, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So, ladies, come on. He's just already said when he meets a woman and he thinks that she may be the one, it's an interview right away. So it's almost like a first date. So
Yes.
you got to be prepared for those interviews.
I think
Yeah.
a woman when she wears a bonnet anyway, that means she doesn't want to be approached. In my opinion,
Wow.
that's how I feel. And I made a joke. I think this was like a couple years ago. I said if a woman
Mm.
could wear a bonnet out in public, I know she'll never give a damn about me.
Wow.
I said that just
Yeah, you got to
yeah.
pretty
You
much
know,
own that.
you know what?
She'll-
I'm glad you guys said those things, especially Unsolicited Boss. I'm glad you said make sure you're smiling
Mhm.
because it's not just about the smile. Because when I wrote down on my videos, I wrote, I think it was probably 10 or 15 things in preparing yourself to be a wife. And one of the things was making sure we are open,
Right.
making sure we're showing we're open. And when you say smiling, that is the gateway of showing that I'm not cut off. I'm
Right.
not walking around with extra baggage on me. It could
Mhm.
be mentally or physically, like you saying, the bonnet on the head,
Right.
but showing this person that if you say hi to me or I'm in the grocery store, I'm not going to turn around and be like, why did you bump me? But I'm gonna turn around and be like, oh, I'm sorry. Can I help
Yeah.
you with anything?
So
It's
Yeah.
a
in other words,
conversation right there.
you're saying it's okay. You're just saying it's okay. I'm okay. You know, because I've seen some women in the store. It's not okay. You like, nah, it's not okay. So red lipstick vibes. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining us this evening. But that was good, Jay. I don't think I ever heard anybody say the bonnets and the pajama bottoms. You didn't say that part, but I'm adding that. Is that I don't want to be bothered, but I can believe that.
Yeah. That basically what it gives off to me. Even though some dudes don't care, they'll still shoot their shot with a woman
Yeah.
that's wearing a bonnet or whatever. And and I just think I feel like if you wear that out, you don't want anybody to talk to you. That's how I feel. You know what I
That's
mean?
good. That's a good conclusion. I agree with that. Yeah, leave me alone. You're right. You're right. So listen though, when on that first, so you've already met the young lady, and I'm just going over what we've already talked about. You
Yeah.
met the young lady, you decided you had somewhat of a mini interview. Now you taking her out to dinner. What would be some red flags of something she may do or say, or even how she came to the date that you may say automatically, it might be a good date, but you may not take it any further? What would be some red flags about that?
Some red flags on a date to me is a woman basically telling you all her problems,
Mm.
on the first date. Money problems if she, needs bills paid. But at the same time, she's being honest, but still.
Mm.
She needs her bills paid. She's late. She
Late
doesn't
on what?
Anything, everything,
she's
phone,
late.
You mean
right?
late to the date?
I
Okay.
can't stand a woman. I hate a woman that's late because my thing is so, and this is the thing that women, I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday. I understand women put in time to get ready for a date for who they want to. But
Mm.
you'll have guys who will, take time out of their schedule. They'll have things planned, they'll have things arranged, set up, and the woman they go to just to verify, hey, are we still good for the night? Oh no, she'll flake or she'll come up with some BS excuse, and it's just like these are, and Bianca, I don't know if y'all familiar with Bianca Gibson, but she's like, those are children. Those aren't women. Those are little girls.
Right.
Women actually do this.
Yeah, they do.
I've had, and it's just like there's no respect you have no respect for a human being. It's not just a man, but just the fact that you agreed to this, and you would say that in the moment, and then when it comes down to it, you don't have any idea. It's just like, I'll just go ahead and be dismissive. I'll just go ahead and dismiss him. Oh, that's nothing. I don't really care, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But you get upset and I call it the Tyrone effect, something I coined years ago. You chase Tyrone around, wishing that he would do everything that this guy is trying to do for you, but he won't. But he's flaking on you, not returning your calls, standing you up on dates. You're getting ready.
Yeah.
But this guy is that's why it's just a circle. It's just a constant cycle. But this guy is, trying to put his best foot forward. And that's when you shouldn't waste your time on a woman like that. If a woman, any woman that does that, you shouldn't even mess with her anymore.
That's interesting that you would say that, because they do that.
Constantly. I've had that happen so many times.
I've had it happen to me from another woman. I thought that was kind of crazy too, but it does.
Would she not show up? Are you saying not
cancel the day before?
Oh, yes. In business, period.
Or could have been the same day, but period. Why would you accept? I mean, do your research or whatever you need to do prior. I can handle whatever it is, but that's just, it does say a lot about that person, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? It says something. So
it's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I haven't put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go.